Hello again, and welcome to whatever the heck this is. So, you read the title. Please comment on this video so that we can study the YouTube AI reply generator thingy. Here's the whole rundown. Here's what's going on. So, I noticed the last video I posted that when I was going through my comments, looking to reply to some people, that the AI generated comments YouTube, or the AI generated replies that YouTube was coming up for me, which has been a feature that has been around for a while, they were getting deeper. They were getting... Okay, so I'm like, where do I start? This has not been a new feature. I want to say it's been years, but I could be wrong because I am not good with the passage of time. But when I would go through my comments looking to reply to some people on my videos, YouTube would generate some replies, but they were very basic, like thank you for watching, thank you for the support, just very basic phrases, like that's it. But when I uploaded my last video, which was just a few weeks ago, I think, I realized that the AI generated replies that YouTube was coming up for me were longer. They had opinions in there. They had just things that I was like, okay, no, this is different. YouTube is trying to mimic me. I could tell just by the way it typed that it was trying to mimic me, but it wasn't like completely there, right? It was just like still kind of bland, like I don't know how to describe it. Whatever. Like it creeped me out, but I was like, okay. I started replying to some people. Right after actually replying to people, I realized that the YouTube AI generated replies started sounding way more like me, like more like it was studying. I don't think studying is the correct word because I don't know, whatever, but it was using the replies that I had just said, I had just posted, and it was using like the cow emojis that I use, the white hearts. I specifically only use white hearts. It used those. Like it was just sounding a lot more like me, and it's not something that you could opt out of. I spent a long time looking up how to turn it off because I don't like it. It makes me hesitate replying to people now because I know that if I reply to people now, YouTube, the YouTube whatever is gonna use everything to sound more like me. When I don't want that. You should at least let people opt out of it. So that was a very long way of describing what the heck this video is. I wanted to make a video talking about that, but even though this is a fairly new thing I noticed, but they did apply it to videos going back as far as last autumn. It sounds like a long time, but since I only post like once a month, that's not a lot of material for me. So this video is to collect some more comments from you guys to see what the YouTube AI thingy generates as replies, what it thinks that Leslie Lou Marie would want to say to these people. So I am warning you right now that I try to reply to people, to commenters on my videos, but I might not reply to the comments on this video for a while just because, once you actually reply to people, the AI generated reply disappears. So if I want to gather like screenshots, screen recordings, I'm going to try to keep them up for a while. Therefore, I'm not going to reply to you guys yet. So there's that. I do understand that I am asking you to comment on this video, which is like this thing for the algorithm or whatever. You do not have to. I am not forcing anyone to do so. This is just for me, for my little experiment that I want to try. Only comment if you want to. And if you do want to comment, just for the fun of it, you don't have to stay for the whole video. I completely understand. So you can comment about anything. I really don't care, as long as obviously it's like clean, family friendly or whatever. It doesn't not necessarily family friendly, but just let's keep this comment section friendly, okay? I don't want it to get nasty in here. This has been a pretty chill channel, so I just want to keep it that way. And I don't know, I really want most comments to be like not necessarily genuine. They can be silly, but I want them to sound kind of, don't be too LOL random, like just to see what the AI the AI thingy is gonna generate. I mean, if you want to do those comments, you can, but could you like do me a favor and send another comment that's a little more human-like, just to see? I really want to see what the YouTube AI is gonna generate on genuine comments, like for the future, I'm just very curious. And again, you don't have to. You can leave this video right now. You don't have to comment. You don't have to like, whatever. Like, I'm not forcing you to stay. This is just me being curious. So if you want to comment on anything, go ahead. But if you're not very good at improv and you need some things to comment on, to reply to on this video. The next few, whatever, how many minutes are in this video, are gonna be just random little stories and topics. Just, you know, if you want to reply to one of them, whatever. Like, I'm trying to help you, whatever. I will have timestamps through right now on the screen, but also I'm gonna have them, you know, like in the actual video and in the description and pinned in the comments of all the different topics and stuff, all the little chapters, so that you can scroll through the video. I'm not here to try to trick you into watching a video that you don't want to watch. I'm literally just yeah, I just feel weird. I don't want people to think I'm forcing them to interact with my video. This is not for the algorithm. This is just for me being, I just want to vent about it, but I just need the material. I need to study a little bit more. Okay, thank you. The first thing I have to go over is obviously what is on the screen right now, which is a speed paint of this little, I don't know, this little figure, little thingy of myself, my persona, drawing on her tablet in the corner. And I was making this as, I don't know, so I was going through like art channels for inspiration and trying to find more people to watch, because I really need to, I need to just get into the art community. I don't know, man, I've never been in it, but I'm just like, whatever. And I noticed that a lot of different art channels had a little persona of themselves. It would either be like an animation or just a GIF, or, you know, just PNGs, JPEGs, whatever, of themselves while they were talking over speed paint footage. And I've been wanting a little character like that in the corner of my video for a long time, but I'm just, you know, it's work and I don't have time or patience or the energy. But recently I was like, wait a minute, I really like this whole digital art, digital paper doll art thing. I think this was when this is when I decided I was gonna redo my banner, which was a long project, so this was a while ago. And I was like, oh yeah, my YouTube banner is paper art. I can do the same for my little like corner character thingy. I don't think I've seen any other art channels with that aesthetic, that art style for their little JPEG self there, so I think this might be a little bit original art style wise. I could be so wrong. Everything has been done 1,000 times. I am not at all unique, but that's where that came. But that's where that came from, this whole idea. So yeah, it was just, I knew I had to draw myself drawing on a tablet, so I drew myself with my tablet, and it was really fun, and I like how it turned out. The finished product will probably be on the screen like right now. I thought it's probably cool to have the finished product there, and then you can see the progress. Speaking of art related topics, how many of you use Procreate? Just wondering. I have an iPad. I got this iPad years ago because I wanted to draw like draw digitally outside of my house, because my current tablet that I use right now, I love it. You could technically take it out of the house, but it's 16 inches. It's hefty, it's heavy. It's just not very convenient to travel with. So I was like, I'm gonna get an iPad, and because I have Clip Studio Paint, and at that time, it was a one-time purchase, and you would be able to purchase Clip Studio Paint, and then I think you could use it on 2 or 3 different devices, something like that. And so since I already bought it, I just put it on my iPad. I didn't have to pay for it. I was drawing everywhere. Woohoo, fun. But then very shortly after, Clip Studio Paint was like, psych, now we're doing a monthly subscription, fuck you. Which is like, okay, but I can't afford that. I already paid for this. So with the version on like computers and stuff like that, like on my computer, I can still stay with that one-time purchase Clip Studio Paint program. It's just not gonna update anymore, pretty much. If I want any updates and stuff like that, I'm gonna have to pay for the subscription one, which as of right now, I don't need that, so I'm sticking to my one-time purchase version. However, on my iPad, I have no choice but to pay for the subscription, so I just got rid of it. I canceled it and got rid of it from my iPad, so I just don't use my iPad for the purpose that I bought it for. And I was thinking like maybe I should use Procreate, because I know it's a very popular, I believe it's free, right, art program. But yeah, I don't know. I'm wondering, does anybody have any recommendations for art programs for an iPad? It does not necessarily have to be free. Yeah, anyways, let me know how you feel about Procreate. Here's a random story that has nothing to do with anything, except it is pretty much art related. This took place long time ago when I was a little baby. So back in the day, Nickelodeon had these little how to draw Nickelodeon character, like little things right between shows. They weren't commercials, they were like the in-between thingies, right? And I know I'm pretty sure they had one for like SpongeBob, how to draw SpongeBob, and it would be like a Nickelodeon artist would teach you step by step on how to draw that character. One of the characters was Danny Phantom. I was obsessed with Danny Phantom. He was my future husband. So you know that your girl learned how to draw Danny Phantom from memory from that like step-by-step video on the Nickelodeon channel. And I remember having this finished picture, like pencil drawing of Danny Phantom as a child, and I showed it to my dad because my dad is an artist. He's where I got my artsy like genes from. Like there's a little bit of that in there, unfortunately, but yeah, and I was just like so excited because I have always wanted to impress my dad, first of all, but secondly, like most importantly, I've always wanted to impress him like artistically wise because I could never do it. And so I was showing him this Danny Phantom drawing that I did, all proud of myself. And I remember that he was trying to explain to me that I drew the hands wrong. And I'm not saying that I drew them bad, which I'm sure I did. I was a child and I still draw them very bad. Like I have not improved the way I've drawn hands in the last like 10 years. Hands are so hard and it makes me so sad because my character Mace is supposed to have really beautiful hands, but I can't draw beautiful hands. So am I gonna have to commission somebody who can draw hands to draw him with his hands? I don't know. I'm thinking about it. There's gotta be like a hand fetish artist who has prices that are like good for poor people like me so that I can commission them. I'm like, please draw beautiful, beautiful hands playing the guitar. Thank you so much. But yeah, anyways, I don't know where I was going with that. Danny Phantom hands. He was trying to explain to me that he drew the hands wrong because I drew him with like two of the same hands. I believe he was holding his fists up or something, and I drew him with like two left hands or two right hands or something. And my dad was trying so hard to explain to me what I did, but me being a dumb kid, I was like, I could not understand what he was saying. I was like, no, the thumb is on that side because if you look at my hand here, it's like that. And he was like, no, but you put both of your hands and the thumbs are like on these sides, and I just could not understand it. But that was a whole story. That was my whole memory that I just wanted to impose on you. I think the reason why I thought of that recently was because nowadays, sorry if you hear any background noise, I think I hear the train passing. Where was I going with this? Yeah, so nowadays, one of the very few times that I draw like hands, especially both hands on a character, I don't even have to think twice about where the thumbs go based on like the position or whatever, blah, blah, blah. It sounds easy peasy, like I'm sure it is to anybody who has drawn for a while. But obviously as a kid, I didn't see it like that. And maybe I was just dumb. But, you know, I think it was because I was just a beginner artist and I didn't really think about that, like anatomy. I was just like, I'm just gonna get the general shapes down first. And yeah, I don't know. But that was it. That was my whole story. Did you like it? Yeah, it's like a core memory of mine. It's super fun. I'm gonna end off this video with answering a couple old asks on Tumblr about my original characters. The reason why I'm doing this is because I want to see if anybody decides to comment on this video with anything to do with my original character. I want to see what the YouTube AI generator thingy does with that, because it did on a video. I have a screenshot somewhere. The YouTube AI said Luca's name, and I remember feeling disgusted when I saw that, because how dare you use my son's name? Like, ew, was not a fan of that. But I just want to see if anybody does, you know, say anything about my characters or my Nightmare Demon species or whatever. Yeah, I just want to see what YouTube AI says. So let me see. Just like maybe 2 or 3, very fast. Well, we'll see. So here's one that was asked forever ago. They asked, has Luca ever given Papaya nightmares when he really needed to get rid of some of his nightmare fuel stuff? Whew, that is so fun. To anybody who doesn't know anything about my original characters or my original species, yeah, out of context, this is weird. Sorry, but it is what it is. Yes, so my Nightmare Demon species, they feed off of fear from humans. They go around at night and give humans or creatures nightmares, and then the fear that comes out of them or whatever, the fear energy, the vibes, whatever, that's what nightmare demons feed off of to survive. Cool stuff. Luca, he likes to eat human food as well. It doesn't do shit for him. It doesn't do anything. He does it because he likes how it feels. He likes how it tastes. I don't know how he figured out how to get taste down, but he did. He's a very smart boy. I'm very proud of him. But yeah, he still has to actually feed off of fear. And so back when him and Papaya meet, Papaya pretty much ties him down, not literally, but he ties him down and he's like, you're gonna help me figure this thing out because turns out I'm half demon and I don't know what the hell I'm doing and you have to help me survive this. And Luca does eventually agree, but he's like, hey, if you're gonna not let me roam around and feed off of people, you're gonna have to let me feed off of you for, you know, sometimes, right? And Papaya's like, yeah, fine, whatever. He has no choice. Like, not that Papaya kind of sucks at feeding him. Wait, you know what? I'm gonna just stop. I'm gonna stop. We're gonna talk about something else. But I really want to draw this because I feel like this could be such an intimate picture. But yes, Luca does absolutely use Papaya to feed off of his fear, and it can be pretty intimate. It's usually like a, because it could be either tar or smoke, but usually when a human is sleeping, it's gonna be like smoke because you're not gonna drown them when they're sleeping. And I really want to draw Luca leaning over sleeping Papaya and like holding his, you know what, we're not gonna talk about it. It's gonna be fun. I'll draw it eventually. I need to move on. And then the last question I was gonna answer was, somebody had asked who my OC, my original character OTP was. They didn't say OTP. That's an old phrase. I don't even know why I said that. My favorite OC ship. That's the name that we're going with nowadays. And that would have to be Mace and Jules, because they were literally created to be in love and to have a happy ending, because at this point when I created them, I knew Luca and Papaya were not going to have a happy ending. I don't remember if I was already going to kill Papaya off. I might not have killed him off yet, but I knew that they weren't going to end up together. So I was like, I need some characters that are going to get married eventually and just live the rest of their lives together and just be happy forever. So that's why I created Mace and Jules, and I am still working on that video of their like how they got together pretty much. I'm still working on it, and there's gonna be like 2 more parts after. I am excited, even though I'm taking so long because it was supposed to release Valentine's Day, and what day is it? It's almost a month later, but I'm still working on it. Don't give up on me yet, okay? That's it. I have to end this because this is getting way too long, and this was supposed to be just something super fast and chill and whatever. So thank you if you ended up staying here for the entire time. That's crazy. I really appreciate you. Hopefully you were able to get some work done with this. Thank you to anybody who does comment on this video just to see what the YouTube AI reply thingy is gonna say. It doesn't reply to every comment, so you know your comment might not get selected to have an AI generated reply to it. So sorry about that. If you're excited to see that, you know, it might not happen. But yeah, and like I said, I'm not gonna reply to comments just yet because I need to gather my little screen recordings for this upcoming event. The vibes have been ruined. I've got to go. Thank you again for your support. Thank you for anybody who comments. Don't worry if you don't feel like commenting or whatever. I never comment on YouTube videos, so I just feel like such a hypocrite for even asking any of you guys to do it. So again, this is just if you really want to, okay? Please do not feel pressured. I appreciate any type of support at all, even if it's just a like on this video, okay? Thank you. Even just of you. If you don't like this video, don't like it. You don't have to like it if you don't like it. I'm not gonna force you. Thank you for even being here. Anyways, thank you for watching. I will see you eventually. Bye-bye.